This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. The Center for Disease Control is reporting the outbreak of a new virus strain that is causing the infected to become extremely vicious and to exhibit... This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. The Center for Disease Control is reporting the outbreak of a new virus strain that is causing the infected to become extremely vicious and to exhibit cannibalistic tendencies. As of this broadcast, there is no known cure for the blood-borne virus. In order to keep you and your family safe, the CDC is advising that you stay in your homes and lock all doors, block all windows, and barricade any point of entry. Keep calm and listen to the radio or TV for official news updates. Again, stay indoors and maintain protective measures until notified by the media or public safety. Stay tuned for further instructions.
7 years ago, I watched the world burn in a blaze that nobody could extinguish. I've witnessed what hell looks like, and I'll be damned to know if I could ever see the light again. Everyone I ever knew and loved were gone in a snap. Mutilated corpses scattered across the street.
This is the emergency broadcast system. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. The Center for Disease Control is reporting the outbreak of a new virus strain that is causing the infected to become extremely vicious and to exhibit cannibalistic tendencies. As of this broadcast, there is no known cure for the blood-borne virus. In order to keep you and your family safe,
This is an emergency broadcast in request of the United States government. Make sure you have enough food and water for 2 to 3 weeks. But wait for assistance in your homes. Avoid going out at all costs unless it is essential. If you are able to travel, evacuations are top.
Oh shit, the road is blocked. You guys stay here. I'll go talk to them. Hey, what's happening around here? And can you let us through? We're the National Guard, the first responders from Fort Zancudo. As far as we know, we're the last ones. We've lost contact with everybody else.
Sorry man, but we can't let you through. It's our orders. All persons that enter the city or near Los Santos is presumed infected. I suggest you turn back. You're risking all of us. We don't know if you're infected or not.
What? What do you mean infected? Besides, we didn't even enter the city. Look at us, man. Do we look like infected to you? Come on, just let us through. We already lost contact with everyone that was deployed. If we stay here, we're as good as dead. How can we be infected? We kept our distance from the zombies.
Even if you did, you don't need contact to be infected. That thing can be transmitted through air. That's why we don't know if you're infected or not.
So what now? You don't want us to stay here, and you want us to go back there and die.
Deadly force authorized.
Command, confirm order. Are you sure about this?
Yes, order confirmed.
Oh shit. You guys heard that?
This is bullshit. You want us to shoot our own men?
Do it or we're all dead.
Gotta be kidding me. May God and our people forgive us with what we're about to do.
I'm sorry that you guys have to do this, but we have no other choice. We have to do it to keep the infection from spreading. Alpha Team 1, be advised. Our thermal and chemical imaging devices are picking up strange bacterial information near your current position. Proceed to the area with extreme caution. Report any suspicious activity to the Central Command. This is an unknown and lethal phenomenon. I say again, approach the area with extreme caution.
Mr. Todd Wainyo, I would like to speak with you. I'm Lieutenant Myers of the National World War Z Veterans Association. There is no need to still be living in these crap-hole zombie-proof housing units anymore. I hope you know the war is over, Todd. I know you've been through a lot, but can you at least tell me what the Great Zombie War was like? Your grandchildren are doing a project on the Battle of Yonkers. Does that sound familiar to you, Todd?
Breaking news this evening at Yonkers. Major evacuations are currently underway as the United States military is staging the largest offensive attack ever seen since World War II. Top U.S. military commanders claim that New York City will be reclaimed in less than 48 hours. More than 6,000 soldiers consisting of the Army, National Guard, and the Marines have just arrived to successfully reclaim the entire state of New York. Insider information reveals that top-secret Phantom teams are also on the scene. These teams consist of Navy SEALs and the U.S. Army's Delta Force, and they are no force to be reckoned with. As we can see here to my right, the military is setting up M1 Abrams main battle tanks and cutting-edge, long-range anti-air missile batteries to defend the front line against the waves of the undead. Prototype attack helicopters, referred to as the Comanche, are circling the choke point, gunning down the infected with its power.
The sky was red that day.
How's it going?